I showed somebody my bottom. Okay, you can see it. I've only met one person who totally gets it. You've got to use everything until it's falling to bits. But one of the... oh, there they are. This is actually, if I miss, if I forget it, I wish I had taken a photograph of an old chap. And one never likes to point a camera at any individual, in fact. But I had no idea. I can see him up there. No. It's just in his hand. Yeah, I was in the supermarket yesterday, and this old chap, I mean, it is a deliberate act of, but he had a couple of unused, I always say they're jute, they may be cotton or whatever, unused of the fancy carrier bags, but the ones he had the, you know, whatever you do, vote for sovereignty, vote for king whatever, vote against Europe, vote for our freedom, vote for our whatever. Horrible things. Now, does it make any difference actually making bags? Well, all I know is you know, it wasn't actually so much the Remain vote lot. It was more a case of by 2017, late 2017, no, mid 2018, and then early 2019, when there was a vote in Parliament, and the evil BBC didn't even cover. There were 3 votes one day, and I've got a record of it. I've actually got a record of the BBC commentary. There was a motion put down by Corbyn, which was essentially to procrastinate on get Brexit done. And that day they covered the fact that there were three different motions in Parliament, and the way they looked, the way they reported the they kind of mumbled, and as for this motion put down by Corbyn, we won't actually be covering that one live. Now, I believe that one, I think there was 9 votes in it. In other words, we were so close to having a bill go through. Or, no, they were non-binding motions which were to, nevertheless, carry proper weight and to explore what to do next in Parliament. Now, had that motion gone through, well, the point is that that's the prejudice, even in the BBC, and it's not about Corbyn. The official position of the Labour Party was Reform and Remain. Anyway, to the point. During that period, 1819, it looked quite possible that there may be some second democratic ask of the people. Not one Green in my whole region did anything. Nobody commissioned new bags to show off with think twice or whatever on it. Nothing. If I say the hardest, I started to say it in 2020. The hardest thing to say is I'm sorry. Nigel deserved his fucking Brexit. But anyway, forget all that. It's ancient history. It's going to take the proper stories, a huge, massive effort to actually tell various truths, not about economics, not about this wonderful woman I was speaking with. She knew. She works in mental health. The mental health throughout Europe, especially for the younger people, is so much better. Anyway, to the point. I never knew. I had no idea till I came down to this playground for the Southeasterns. The amount of new shopping bags, the jute ones that you see. It's just, there's a guy walking here with one. You know, you can see they're new, unused. And it is deliberate. It's like, I'm going off to perform that I'm on some nice holiday, being a nice country person, or performing that. and yet they still have to have their new shopping bags with them. I had no idea the status-obsessed consumerism that dominates the majority of this country. This wonderful woman I met, very intelligent, 53, she understood straight away when I shared this with her. Yeah, you know, we don't talk about it. And all of it has a cost. Anyway, but the most important thing of all, is it's symbolic. If you carry on, everybody displaying this obsessively status-driven new plumage, that's symbolic. It's not like the rest of the world doesn't know. I mean, we got no hope. Yeah. Everything I have is used until its very, very bitter end.